Hello students, so we will start our sixth video, okay. Video number 6, chapter 1, okay. Class 8. So today's date is 2021. So our first topic will be, as we have already solved the exercise 1a, now we will move further. So we have next our operation on rational numbers. Operations on rational number. Okay. So operation means, that means we have to add, multiply, subtract and divide. Okay. So first we will see the addition of rational numbers. Addition of rational numbers. So in this addition of rational number we have two cases. Okay. The first case is when the denominator are same, and case 2 will be when the denominator are different. Okay. When the denominator of given rational numbers are same. Okay. So how we add them? Okay. So suppose we take two rational number, p by q and r by q. So if the denominator are same, then how we add it? We add p by q plus r by q. So you need to fix the denominator q because the denominator are same, and you have to just add the numerator, that is p plus r. Example, if we take one example, suppose 5 by 2 plus 8 by 2. As the denominator same, so keep the denominator fixed. So you need to just add the numerator. So 8 plus 5, it is 13 by 2. So this is the answer. Fine. We can take another example. You can see the example number 1 on page number 13. So similarly, our case 2 will be when the denominator are different. When the denominator are different. Okay. So when the denominator are different, you have to find the LCM. After finding the LCM, you have to make the denominator same. Okay. So if the denominator are different, what we have to do? Then find the LCM of both denominators. Okay, and make the fraction and make the denominator equal of both the fraction. Suppose we take one example. It is written that I am taking the example in which is given in the book, that is 5 by 12 plus 4 by minus 9. Okay. So you can see here the denominator are both different, that is 12 and 9. So we need to find the LCM of 12 and 9 and 9. So how to take the LCM? So think of a number which is divisible, which divides 12 and 9. If not possible, then we can take the individual number also. So obviously, if we take 3, so 3 4 are 12 and 3 3 are 9. And again, if we take 3, 4 is not divisible, so keep 4 aside, it will leave 3 1 are 3. And again, if we take 4 1 are 4 and 1 is kept aside. So LCM will be these numbers. So our LCM of 12 and 9 is our 3 3 are 9. It is 3 into 3 into 4. So 3 3 are 9, 9 4 is 36. So we have to make the denominator 36. Okay. Fine. So before going to that, we need to convert this one, 4 by minus 9, as the negative sign is in the denominator. So we have to eliminate that negative sign from the denominator. So what we will do? We will multiply the denominator with minus 1, then only this negative sign will eliminate. And if you have multiplied minus 1 in the denominator, we have to again multiply this in the numerator also. So this will be 4 into minus 1 minus 4, and minus minus plus, 9 1s are 9. So we have got this. Okay. And after doing this, we have to make the denominator same. So we have to make the denominator 36. Now, so we will take minus 5 by 12. So minus 5 into 12 into. So what should be multiplied to 12 so that the answer is 36? Obviously 12 3 is 36. So we have to multiply the numerator with 3. So this will be minus 15 by 36, and another was 4 minus 4 by 9. So minus 4 into and 9 into. So 9 4 is 36. So we have to multiply the numerator with 9. So it will be minus 16 by 9 4 is 36. So we have made the denominator same. So now we can add these two numbers. Okay. So how we will add these two numbers? So therefore the two numbers were minus 15 by 36 and minus 16 by 36. Minus 15 by 36 plus minus 16 by 36. Okay. So how we will add? The denominator are same. So we will fix it and we will just add the numerator, that is 15 plus minus 16. So minus 15 plus minus minus, it is 16 by 36. So minus minus plus 15 plus 16, it will be minus 31. Why minus 31? Because 16 is greater and the sign of 16 is negative. Okay, so we have to put the sign of the greatest number divided by 30. So this is the required answer. Fine. So you can use this method also, or one another method was also given in book, so you can use that also. Okay. So there are some properties in page number 14. Okay, so go through them all because these have been already discussed, I think. Closure property, no. Okay, so we have to discuss this again. Okay. So next is our properties of addition of rational numbers. Properties of addition of rational numbers. Fine. So our first property is our closure property. So closure property says that if we add a by b with c by d, the result will be same if we add c by d with a by b. This type of properties are known as closure property. Obviously this will satisfy it. Okay. So additive property or closure property is satisfied on the addition of rational number. Fine. So this property states that if we take two rational number, that is a by b and c by d, so if we add them also, then the result is also a rational number. So we can, or you can state that the sum of two rational number is also a rational number. Fine. So commutative law is also same. Oh, sorry, this is the closure property. Wait, this is not the closure property. This is our commutative property. Okay, it's my mistake. So what is closure property? It states that the sum of two rational number is also a rational number. Is also a rational number. This is the correct property. Okay, that means if a by b and c by d are rational number, a by b and c by d are rational number, then if we add them, that is a by b plus c by d, this is also will be a rational number, then is also a rational number. Second property is our commutative law. Commutative law. Okay, so this property states that if a by b and c by d are any two rational number, then a by b plus c by d will be same as c by d plus a by b. If we add a by b with c by d, the result will be same if we add c by d with a by b. Okay. So our third property is our associative law. Associative law. Okay, so for that we need to take three rational number. So this states that if we add a by b plus c by d, and if we add this result with another rational number e by f, then result will be same if we first add c by d plus a by f and then add the result with a by b. Okay, so if we solve the bracketed portion first, after solving this bracketed portion, if we add with e by f, the result will be same as if we add the bracketed portion, that is c by d plus e by f, and add it to a by b. Okay, so property number 4 is important, 4 and 5, that is existence of additive identity. Okay, so how we have to think? So you have to think that what, suppose we have a rational number a by b, so what should be added to this rational number so that the answer is a by b only. So obviously if we add 0 to any rational number, the result will be same. Okay, so if you add a 0 after a by b or before a by b also, that means if we add 0 first with a by b, the result will be same. Okay, so here the rational number 0 is called the additive identity for rationals. Okay, is called additive identity for rationals. So you need to remember that 0 is the additive identity. Okay, so if we take any example, obviously 13 by 29, so if we add 0, the result will be same. If we take 2 by 1 or simply 2 plus 0, it is same. So t can be written as 2 by 1 also, answer will be same. Okay, and the last property, that is our existence of additive inverse. Existence of additive inverse. So how you have to think that suppose we have one rational number a by b, so what should be added to this rational number so that the answer is 0? So obviously the negative of a by b. So that means if we add the negative number with the given rational number, the result will be 0. So that type of rational number are called the additive inverse. Okay, so if we see the definition, okay, so for every rational number, a by b, there exists another rational number minus a by b. Okay, if the first rational number is positive, then its inverse will be negative a by b, such that the condition will be our that a by b plus its inverse will give us 0. How 0? Because the denominator is same. So if we add the numerator, what we will get? A minus a by b, a minus a 0, 0 by b, it is 0. Okay, so we can take one example. So additive inverse of 3 by 11. So we can say that the additive inverse of 3 by 11 is minus 3 by 11. Why? Because if we add these two rational number, our result will be 0. Fine. So go through all these properties. Okay, and addition on rational number. So in the next video we will discuss about the subtraction rule also. So subtraction is also same, exactly it is same as that of the addition. Okay, so if you want to try, then you can try some questions of exercise 1b, or if you can't, then we will solve some question in our next video. Okay.